Hi, CJAS Vlogs Inspiration family. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, your oasis for spiritual and personal growth. Now, as you know, from time to time, I take you on tours with me. I have a lot in the pipeline to share with you, but I promised you some time ago that I would share with you about my beautiful island of origin, the beautiful island of Jamaica, surrounded by the Caribbean Sea. This series will be called A Taste of Paradise, Jamaica, or Island Home. We'll be looking at the 14 parishes and their capitals. Kingston, capital Kingston. St. Andrew, capital Halfway Tree. St. Anne, St. Anne's Bay. St. Thomas, Morant Bay. Portland, Port Antonio. St. Mary, Port Maria is the capital. Trelawney, Falmouth, capital. St. James, Montego Bay is the capital. Hanover, Lucy is the capital. Westmoreland, Savannah Lamar is the capital. St. Elizabeth, Black River being the capital. Manchester, Mandeville, Cool Mandeville is the capital. Clarendon, May Pen is the capital. St. Catherine, Spanish Town is the capital. If you are from Jamaica or you've ever visited any of these parishes in Jamaica, please put it in the chat. We are going to be giving you a general structure in each video. We're going to be giving you an introduction, an overview of the parish, the location, size, some quick facts, what makes it unique and why it's worth exploring for those who have not yet visited Jamaica. We'll tell you a little bit about the population size, the economy, the capital, monuments, the history, historical buildings, heritage sites where there are heritage sites in that parish, employment patterns, schools, hospitals and health centers, places of amusement and recreation, so that when you visit you can find exciting things to do in our beautiful island of Jamaica, sights and attractions, and of course we will give you a conclusion summarizing the content. Now, some additional elements that we're going to be including over time. We'll share with you some maps and so on, and interviews where relevant. So welcome to the start of this series, A Taste of Paradise, Jamaica, or Island Home. We are starting naturally with Kingston and St. Andrew. Welcome to Kingston and St. Andrew, the beating heart of Jamaica. It is the island's bustling cultural capital. Kingston plays a dual role as a seat of government and a hub of music, art, and business. This vibrant region is not just the political capital of the nation, but also its cultural and economic powerhouse. From breathtaking natural wonders in the Blue Mountains to the bustling streets filled with music and art, Kingston and St. Andrew is a land of contrasts and endless discoveries. Join me as we dive into everything that makes this parish unique, from its history and heritage to its economy and attractions. Whether you're planning a visit, investing, or simply exploring Jamaica virtually, this video is for you. And God willing, I will also take you through the parishes. So let's look first at the historical context of Kingston and St. Andrew. Kingston was originally a separate parish designed as a port city and administrative center. As the city grew, Kingston developed into a residential and agricultural area. Over time, the urban sprawl of Kingston merged into St. Andrew, necessitating a joint administrative body. Though they remain separate, for certain governance and identification purposes, they are still referred to as Kingston and St. Andrew. You hear about the Kingston and St. Andrew municipality. Let's look at population and demographics. Kingston and St. Andrew together have an estimated population of over 670,000 people. This makes it Jamaica's most densely populated parish. It's a melting pot of cultures, with vibrant communities ranging from uptown neighborhoods like Cherry Gardens to more historic areas like Trenchtown. The approximate 670,000 residents of Kingston represent a blend of urban professionals, creatives, manufacturers, construction workers, and communities with deep rural roots. The people there are known for their resilience, creativity, and entrepreneurial spirit. You'll find a little shop, a little bar, a little store, a little stall anywhere in the community, contributing significantly to Jamaica's identity, both locally and globally. Let's talk about the economy. The financial center of Jamaica, with major banks and corporations having their headquarters, are in Kingston. Tourism, manufacturing, the retail trade, cultural industries also contributes to driving growth in Kingston and St. Andrew. As the economic hub of Jamaica, Kingston drives the country's financial and cultural growth. The parish hosts the headquarters of major banks, corporations, and international organizations, making it the center for business and trade. The downtown area, once primarily industrial, is now seeing redevelopment with new offices and entertainment zones and a major retail trade with persons, even expatriates, operating stores, boutiques, stalls, shops in Kingston and St. Andrew, both uptown and downtown Kingston. The capital city, Kingston, is the heart of the parish. It serves as Jamaica's administrative and cultural hub. Kingston is home to landmarks like the Devon House. It's a historic mansion turned into a beloved destination for foodies, famous for its world-renowned ice cream and Jamaican patties, and you can get different types of patties in a special shape from the Devon House Bakery there. I'll tell you more about Devon House in a minute, and there is also a video on this channel covering Devon House, so you can go back and look for that video. I'll probably create a playlist for the trips around Jamaica. You have Emancipation Park. It's a green oasis in the middle of New Kingston with symbolic sculptures and a serene atmosphere. You have the Bob Marley Museum. It's a must visit for reggae fans, located at the legendary Icon's former home and recording studio. You ever hear about Georgie cooking the cornmeal porridge? Yes. So Kingston is not just the capital of the parish, but the entire country. Featuring Devon House. Told you that there's a video here on the channel about Devon House. Kingston is rich in monuments that reflect Jamaica's storied past and cultural pride. The National Heroes Park is a sprawling public park where many of Jamaica's national heroes are honored. You have the statue of Bob Marley, which is a tribute to the global reggae icon located near the National Stadium. Then you have the National Heroes Park. You have several cultural murals. You have the Secret Garden Monument. This is a sad place. It's dedicated to Jamaica's children who tragically lost their lives. It is a very sad place. Every time I go there, I feel so emotionally stirred. Over the centuries, Kingston grew from a simple port town into a bustling urban center, playing a pivotal role in Jamaica's independence movement and its cultural evolution. Kingston is dotted with buildings that tell stories of the past, and I'm going to tell you a few of the stories. Let me start with Devon House. It was owned by one of Jamaica's first black millionaires. Built in 1881, his name was George Stiebel, S-T-I-E-B-E-L, a colored Jamaican of modest origin who was a carpenter and a shipwright in his native land before migrating to Venezuela and other parts of South America. It is believed that Stiebel made his fortune in gold, either that he discovered or invested in a gold mine. Then we have the Ward Theatre. It is still under refurbishing. It's an iconic venue that has hosted countless performances since the early 1900s. The Ward Theatre was built in 1912 by Charles James Ward, Custos of Kingston, who presented it to the mayor and city council that same year. It is the third theatre to stand on the same site since 1775. The first was Kingston Theatre, which was destroyed by fire, and the second was the Theatre Royal, which was destroyed in the 1907 earthquake. Then we have King's House, the official residence of the Governor General of Jamaica. We also have Liberty Hall, once the headquarters of Marcus Garvey's UNIA, Universal Negro Improvement Association. We also have some heritage sites. Several heritage sites are in Kingston, and they connect visitors to Jamaica's deep cultural roots. You have Port Royal, once known as the wickedest city on earth. This historic town offers a peek into Jamaica's colonial past. Then you have Spanish Town Square. There's a video on this channel covering that area as well, along with pictures of the Spanish Town Square and areas surrounding it. Then we have the Spanish Town Cathedral. That is also covered in that video. It is just outside of Kingston. This historic site dates back to the 17th century. So you may ask me, what are the employment patterns in Kingston? Employment in Kingston spans multiple sectors. You have jobs in banking, tourism, manufacturing, construction, academia, media, government, retail, graphic arts, music, dance, acting, film, and so much more. Finance and banking dominate, with most major banks' headquarters there, as I've told you earlier. You have the creative industries, and you have the Edna Manley School of the Performing Arts in Kingston as well. Music and film provides opportunities for artists and entertainers to be trained and also to apply their skills. You have hospitality and tourism on the rise in Kingston, with boutique hotels and cultural tours growing in popularity in that area. So what about the schools in Kingston? Are there excellent schools? Absolutely. Education in Kingston is top-notch, with some of the most prominent institutions in the country. In fact, we have top-notch educational institutions all across the island of Jamaica. But we're looking at Kingston today. So you may hear about Kingston College, St. George's College, St. Hugh's, Campion College, Immaculate Conception. These are among some of the leading schools in Kingston. Then you have the University of the West Indies, Mona, the Jamaica University College. You have the University of Technology, otherwise referred to as UTech. These offer world-class tertiary education. And these institutions, incidentally, they are well recognized globally. You have hospitals and health centers in Kingston. Kingston offers excellent healthcare services. The University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI, is a major teaching hospital. Kingston Public Hospital, KPH, the oldest and largest hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean. Then you have the Kingston Jubilee Hospital, National Chest Hospital, Andrews Memorial Hospital, and others. You have numerous health centers that provide accessible health care for residents in different communities across Kingston and in the rural areas of St. Andrew. Places of amusement and recreation are also available. Recreation options in Kingston are diverse. You have the Hope Botanical Gardens. I used to do a lot of my studying at Hope Gardens. It was a very quiet area and perfect for me because I was studying at the University of Technology at the time, and so I could just walk down to Hope Gardens for a serene escape. It is also an escape for nature lovers. Helsha Beach is also a popular place. It is known for its fried fish and festival. Then you also have the Kingston Dub Club. It's a haven for reggae enthusiasts who want to enjoy live music under the stars. Other sites and attractions include the Blue Mountains. It's perfect for hiking and coffee tours. You have Trenchtown Culture Yard. You can explore the roots of reggae there. You have the National Gallery of Jamaica. It's a treasure trove of Jamaican art. Kingston and St. Andrew is more than just a parish. It's a dynamic blend of history, culture, and innovation. Whether you're looking to immerse yourself in Jamaica's heritage, explore investment opportunities in Jamaica, or simply enjoy the vibrant life of the city, Kingston welcomes you with open arms. Let me talk a little bit about St. Andrew, because you may wonder why Kingston and St. Andrew. St. Andrew, Jamaica is geographically large and surrounds Kingston, the country's capital city. While the two are often paired as Kingston and St. Andrew for administrative and urban purposes, they are distinct entities. St. Andrew starts where Kingston ends, extending from the plains surrounding Kingston up into the Blue Mountains. Its boundaries include, to the north, Blue Mountains and the surrounding rural areas such as Newcastle and Irish Town. To the east, it borders St. Thomas Parish. To the west, it borders St. Catherine Parish. To the south, it meets Kingston in areas like Halfway Tree and other suburban urban areas. Suburban communities like Havendale, Constant Spring, and Norbrook are really in St. Andrew. Rural areas such as Red Hills, Mavis Bank, and Gordon Town are in St. Andrew. Urban hubs like Halfway Tree and New Kingston, though they overlap with Kingston in administrative zones, are also in St. Andrew. The capital of St. Andrew is Halfway Tree, a bustling commercial and transportation hub. It represents a midpoint between the urban areas of Kingston and the suburban and rural areas of St. Andrew. So why is St. Andrew differentiated from Kingston, you may ask? While Kingston is primarily the central urban core and official capital of Jamaica, St. Andrew covers the surrounding suburbs, residential areas, and rural landscape. Here is why they are differentiated though. One, for administrative reasons. Kingston is one of Jamaica's smallest parishes geographically, while St. Andrew is larger and provides much of the residential and suburban spaces for people working in Kingston to reside. Then you had the urban split. Kingston is fully urban, while St. Andrew includes rural communities like Irish Town, Gordon Town, and sections of the Blue Mountains. For local governance purposes, both parishes are governed under the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation or the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC it is now referred to as, rather than KSAC. However, they are distinct in terms of land use, with Kingston representing the core city and St. Andrew serving as the broader metropolitan area. I want to tell you a little bit about the resort areas in Jamaica before I close this video. When Columbus came to the island of Jamaica and beheld it for the first time, he described Jamaica as the fairest land. In other words, the most beautiful place he had seen. Many of our visitors say the same thing. Jamaica, to many visitors, really represents paradise, a step above the ordinary. Our beautiful island seemed to have always attracted her share of visitors, and despite her small size, she has made wonderful memories for millions of visitors over the years. The Minister of Tourism will report year after year how many million visitors we have had, both stopover visitors and persons who have come by cruise ships. Jamaica, with only 10,991 square kilometers or 4,244 square miles, is more than beaches and hotels. It is a phenomenon, an experience best savored by being immersed or in small bites. We have broken down Jamaica in resort areas here. You have Kingston, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, the South Coast, Negril, and you have Port Antonio. Kingston is sheltered by the Blue Mountains, and Kingston Resort area is bordered to the north by Jamaica's largest mountain range and to the south by the world's 7th largest natural harbor, the Kingston Harbor. The resort area of Kingston provides a contrast of experiences that cannot be found in any other resort area or across the Caribbean region. Kingston provides opportunities for natural, historical, and cultural and recreational experiences to our residents, our citizens, our visitors, or expatriates. Access to areas is made easier through the Norman Manley International Airport, the Kingston St Aerodrome, and a healthy road network. The seat of government for the island, Gordon House, or the Houses of Parliament, where the senators and ministers of government meet. The seat of government for the island, Kingston, is also the official home for the Governor General, the King's representative on island. The Prime Minister's residence and office, Vale Royal and Jamaica House respectively, are there, but the Prime Minister does not necessarily live at Vale Royal. The Kingston Resort area includes the historic town of Spanish Town and Port Royal, theatres, playhouses and clubs, meeting spaces of various sizes and budgets, galleries, craft shops and markets, gardens and coffee farms, bird watching and hiking trails. So whether you are in Jamaica for business or pleasure, Kingston and St. Andrew is a place where history meets modernity. See you next time when I'm covering the next parish on our list of 14 parishes in the beautiful island of Jamaica, our island home. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.